character.
I am okay with getting.
It works out because we're going on an animal quest today.
Oh shit! I'm okay with
building my emu army.
Yeah, it's all about getting more emus for Lark.
Absolutely.
That's the new plot of the game.
Side
Forget
quest.
getting Lark a horse. The goal is emus always.
Emus.
Yeah.
Just
As many as I can have. I mean, I'm open to expanding to other animals. You know, maybe in the same family to begin with, ostriches. You know, birds. And then
Flightless birds is the
flightless birds, and then
You only
penguins.
want
do
those
application.
because Cal finds them upsetting. Like if you're like, if Cal's intimidated by one,
then I'm in the right direction.
then I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Goodness. Well,
Just because of Cal, I bet.
I would think it would be, especially when we are live to tell everyone about Cal, right?
And the emus.
A moose.
It's the emu army.
Can you just see them all like running, like with their necks? Like, I have this vision, right? And then we have to armor them, obviously, because
obviously. Like, what's
Obviously.
the point? I kind of want to give them like the
army
helmets that
armored.
have the plumes too. Like,
Oh,
that's really cool.
like they're
the
like
majesty, the majesty of it. Like, just you gotta really, you have to be a visionary. And I know not everyone can see what I can see.
Nobody thinks what I think.
No one needs to.
No,
We're powerful enough.
Moss will be on my page.
Yes, Moss
She's
is
like,
always.
Emu army, yeah.
Emo army is like exactly what you need.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
don't
the
even
key to
understand.
victory in any battle. That's why the war is not over yet.
It's because everyone's just terrified.
I mean, in that same sense, the war hasn't even started, I don't think.
We've been warring.
Oh yeah, the war's going. It's been going for a while.
But do you see an emu near it? I think the war hasn't
No.
even begun yet.
I see what you
Okay,
mean.
Okay, I
The
understand.
real war.
The real
real
war is
war.
yet to even begin. I was gonna try to think of a pun. I was way too late.
I know there needs to be more emu-based puns, and I'm not prepared for it. Like I need what words have emu within them that I can work into conversation.
Emulate.
Emulate. That
Where
sounds
you-
like killing them, though.
It's a synthetic emu creation process.
I think emulate is what it's called when an emu tries to kill you.
They're gonna
Synthetic.
emulate you.
Emus.
Emulate.
I'm not against that.
Emutilate. Online mutilation. I hate it. Okay, I'm done with emu puns. I think they're actually gonna be angry if I do more.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
They will.
All right. Well, they're gonna
You
get
don't
you.
want the wrath of the emus.
Well, the
All
emus
I
don't
know
mind
is
Char.
Hal does not trust them. That's all I know. I haven't decided why, but he does not trust them.
Weak.
There's a story there.
It's the
There
one
is
that
a
gave him the
story.
scar. The emo gave him that
Story.
scar.
You know when you're role playing and you're like, there's a story, but I don't know what it is yet.
What a lame way to get a scar.
Cal's ears are
He's-
ringing. He's
I
like,
thought you were hit by lightning. No, it was an emu with a light stick. I don't know where he got it.
the emu's name was Lightning. It's fast as fuck. Ka-chow.
I'm also imagining Lark on the battlefield with an army of emus, and everyone's just being like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's a fucking
See,
emu.
that's part of the genius of it. The surprise.
And
the
the fear.
stunned silence of
We need
the
to make
enemy.
wizard friends so that we can cast enlarge on the emus.
That's what Enris is
Massive
for. Enris can do it.
Armored emus.
That's so scary.
The true reason Moss is dating Enris.
Imagine an emu that takes up a 10 by 10
is
foot
really-
square.
I did do a quest once where my character wanted to get like a fancy new bed, and they were like, "You have to get the stuff to make it." So we hunted dire turkeys. And we had to kill like 4 of them or something. So these giant fucking 4-headed monstrosities. I'm just fireballing them. I'm like, technically, are the feathers still in good shape? Dropping a lot of fireballs in those turkeys. But I did get a full feather top bed, so
There
How-
you go.
How big were those feathers?
probably pretty big.
I
They
mean,
get out through the fabric. They like stab you,
Oh yeah, you wake up with puncture wounds.
right?
I don't know how you sleep through it.
Every D10 days, you wake up with puncture wounds.
You do not gain any exhaustion points, or you do not remove any for long rests with that. That's
Oh, emulsion, like emulsion,
emulsion.
emulsion.
Now that sounds like you're making like smoothies.
That's what they do with their enemies. They turn them into smoothies.
Enemy blender. The
Ooh.
emu way.
See, more reasons for Cal to be actually afraid of them.
They know how to use a blender.
They know how to use blenders don't exist in this world, and they've already conquered them.
Don't make me use this. It's a fucking emu.
It's a fucking emu, mate. Exactly.
Welcome to
That-
Wednesday.
Yeah, I guess I should do the intro. I apologize for my sniffles because I'm getting over a cold, but that's okay. Everyone will either tolerate it or sign off because it's too annoying. And that goes for you guys too.
I mean,
Where's that leave call button?
hi.
Ian, if that rearranged your boxes, I'm gonna laugh so
It didn't.
fucking hard.
It
didn't at
rearranged
all.
it for us. That's
You
why I was like,
left
oh,
it rearranged for me.
Don't worry, the boxes are really easy to rearrange right now, so I'll just
mm.
I'm gonna rearrange your. Oh, I'm gonna keep that
Jesus.
one. Putting that one
Yeah.
in the bank.
We cut into some adult situations.
I'm talking about like a warehouse of shipping and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rearrange your boxes.
Yeah. I played a
Smart.
game where that was the premise.
I don't know which way you're saying you played the game, so I'll let you live with that. So yeah, we should start, right?
It's called like Wilbur's Warehouse or something.
Oh. I'm sorry, I saw the Stream Elements thing post right as you said.
What did the Stream Elements thing say?
The stream is meant for mature audiences.
Is that Otto or is that Luna being like, I gotta get this in here?
Mm.
Goodness.
All right, let's start with our intro and then we'll get down to business. So, welcome everyone to Iskar Academy. We are an elite school specializing in the training of the future heroes of our realm. Our 3-year program prepares you for leadership and networking opportunities across the 2 continents. Our professors have extensive training in their areas of focus and often real-world experience in combat. Located in scenic Caracat in the heart of the Eastern Continent, we know you have many choices for your mandatory training, and we're confident you'll be happy for choosing us. Yours an adventure, the only headmaster there's ever been. Headmaster Isolde.
It's getting
I'm Melissa, I'm the game master, and as always, I'm joined with...
Hey, Laura, and I'm playing Lark, Reeve, the high elf sorcerer.
You got
That's
there.
the one. That's the one.
Yep, that's the one. I was expecting to hear Ma Boss's daughter for some reason after that.
He's my boss's daughter. She's taking a real turn.
And I am Luna, who is playing Moss, our lovely rogue bard multi-class and awkward but also moments of bravery, happen at times. Yeah.
Only the cute boys are involved.
that is on the birth certificate, I think. I did
Yeah.
see it.
Wait, I have a birth certificate? Wait, that's a thing people actually have? Like, Moss is literally like, what?
I need proof that I'm here. What?
No, there's just your war papers. It's fine.
Ew, that's worse, actually. And I am Ian. I am playing Char Scree, your little lizard of love, loathe, and I don't have any other L's, but hey,
You're
that's
a
for the
little
best.
lizard of loathe? What's that?
Oh, I loathe dishonesty, and I'll make it into there somehow.
You loathe the unfairness in the world.
Yes. That's me. Hi everyone.
Okay, yeah. So obviously we are missing Sarah today. She's also sick, but newer in the sickness symptoms than me. So it is in bed. Should be in bed. If you're watching the stream, put it back to bed. So we're just gonna do a fun little side adventure, which hopefully will be fun. So I'm not gonna spend too much time setting it up because it's just a fun time. But let's say it's a Sunday morning. You're all kind of hanging out together, you know, chilling on the quad, being two cool kids like you do.
Chilling in the
Just
quad.
so much questioning. You don't want to be on the quad?
Well,
Oh, no, I just don't think we're the cool kids.
Yeah, I don't think we're the cool kids.
well, at least we do
Like
have a
we're not
really-
like the bottom of the bucket. Like we're not like, you know, the crusty kids, but we're not
what's
the
your-
cool
what's
kids.
your
Crusty
known
kids.
as?
Oh, what's our group known as? Do we?
Yeah, like if people think about you guys, they're like, oh, we should invite the blank kids.
Oh. Oh goodness.
We haven't figured out a party name yet.
The angry trauma friends.
What?
Angry Chump.
Well,
I
I'm
feel like
all
that's
angry.
everyone at the school though. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't narrow it down.
Well,
That
we're
makes sense.
we're kind of known for being the ones who are always doing something weird. I
We got the
guess.
magic back.
We got the magic in the school back. Oh, in the
Yeah, in the
What?
area.
What would people? What
Yeah,
would-
what would people
What's on the
People
rumor
who-
board?
like? Yeah, like
It
people in the
doesn't have to be
Discord. Like,
completely
what would you?
accurate.
Yeah, of
What
course.
would you guys describe this party?
I kind of want to go back to the Shady Bunch, but I don't know.
We've already done it.
Not
We've already
wrong.
done it. I'm
all
not
about-
sure Char doesn't count as shady. I'm sorry, Char is not shady.
I am an upright and astute, outstanding student here.
The outstanding students.
No. If they say, I've heard that said about us, and it's usually with a bad tinge. I'm not a fan. Oh, look, it's the outstanding students.
We'll eventually find a party name, technically.
I hope we stay a
I
party.
guess.
It has to happen organically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we can't force it.
It'll come when it comes.
Also, what form were you filling out that we need a party name for? What?
Oh, I wasn't feeling anything. Yeah, I was just saying you guys were hanging on the quad, and then we got into
I know.
talking about what you're called. The study buddies is in the chat. The scoop.
The reluctant bunch.
The reluctant bunch is pretty
Oh.
good.
That's pretty good. The name will come eventually. I agree, Philip Baggins. Anyway, we will figure it out. Okay, so we are on the quad.
I brought my big quilt.
Mm-hmm.
It might be big for me, but it just fits all of us.
Moss is, maybe sharpening some daggers because why not? She hasn't sharpened them in a second. You know, you have to take care of your gear.
I have a picnic basket that I'm going on about.
So this one is just a turkey leg. I sliced it up into bits and pieces.
Put it out of this wicker basket that I brought. Inside has like a shaved turkey leg on there. Most of it still has a skin. There is a potato salad. There is a bunch of these kobold specific bread like chips or chip like bread pieces, I should say. It's like croutons but thinner, and
Okay.
they're a little bit spiced, so it's like a little garlicky, but it's actually there's
Okay,
like
okay.
probably a little bit of a bite to it. Nothing too crazy. And also I got a big old probably like fucking 40-ounce bottle of I almost said Mad Dog, but that is just a big old 40 of bad alcohol, but probably not. It would probably be some sort of fruit juice.
Okay, Moss is solely eating the crouton things because she doesn't eat meat.
You can also have potato salad. I brought a lot
Oh,
of
there's
those
potato
chips.
salad. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, thank
So you guys are
thank you.
you're having a lovely midday picnic. as you
Yeah.
do on Sundays after War Club when your hearts are broken and you.
How did we do during Word Club today? This is important.
How did you guys do? Today's War Club was a team effort. You guys, the three of you against three other people, and you had to like race to do something. And let's see how it went for you. Are you guys red or blue?
Red.
Yeah, let's go with red.
Okay. You started off in the like following behind. They were
Mhm.
definitely taking the lead. The second section, you guys both struggled, but you managed to pull a little bit together. And in the end, you guys like just lost.
That sounds like us.
You
Yeah.
started slower. And
That's
you couldn't make it up in time.
That's fine.
That's
It
I'll
was
take it.
the heart. It was a heart-wrenching one.
Well, sometimes you forget that you have only so many spell slots in a day, and you use one forgetting it's War Club Day, and
You keep compelling duels to everyone you see.
Every you know how easy it is to compel a duel with a fish or a deer or a squirrel. Yeah, they just will don't do it with things that can get to you though. But nonetheless, it might be my fault. I'm sorry. That's why I brought these crackers for everyone.
Aww.
Thank you. That was good. And I'm not that worried about winning either. So it works out.
As you guys are chatting, like a letter just kind of like gently kind of flies down towards you guys and lands right before Lark. Just kind of like doo-doo.
Fail.
Delivery.
It's like a kid show. Mail.
Scream, mail, and everyone looks at you. Like,
Time.
I'm glad it just
I
wasn't a
wonder
single
who's
letter.
this from? Stares at camera.
It's probably the eagle.
This is
Do birds send me mail now? That'd be awesome.
bird mail.
Bird mail.
It's from the emu, the flying one.
It's
I hope
from the
so.
It just goes.
there's a seal on it that has like just an emu beak, like stabbed through it. No,
Stop.
it's not.
It read for the paper, like it was meant to be just the seal, but it's a hole through the paper.
Beautiful paper. It's all nice and thick. And so when you open it, do you want to save the seal?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Would you like me to help you?
Save the seal.
I mean, I think all you just need is a knife.
Yeah, I was just sharpening this lovely dagger right here.
9.
Oh, did you get help? Is that what
I was trying to help her. I was trying to hint that maybe she should have Moss do it, the rogue with sleight of hand. But
Well, you can still get help from someone. No?
Yeah. I'll pass to
get
Moss.
help.
Well, again,
If
yeah.
I'm starting to ruin it.
Roll again. You have to roll again.
Yeah.
18. Okay, that's better.
There we go. You think for a second you're gonna tear it. You take a minute, you collect yourself, and then you go back in there and you manage to save this beautiful seal. And inside is a note from Cal. You recognize his writing immediately. It's pretty short, and he says, "I'm buying you a horse. You can bring some friends if you want. Meet me at this location after lunch or something." It doesn't say after lunch or something. That's just what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's an actual time.
I don't know. I feel like he might.
That's the gist.
I feel like he might like short and sweet it, like whenever you're ready, after lunch or something. Just I'm here.
Mhm.
Dictated but not read.
Power move, have him wait there all day. He misses classes. A lot of students are happy because their professor
He
didn't
has
go
one of
to
those
class.
quills that you just talk to and it writes things down, but he always like every time he says full stop because he hasn't programmed it properly. There's no periods, it just says full stop.
Beautiful.
Hello, Lark, comma.
Come on. Like trying to teach your parents how to use text messaging.
Oh, the
Oh my
chat's
God.
gonna figure it out. Email is emu mail.
Sorry about your loss.
The
LOL.
fastest way to get your letter sent.
Also,
Oh,
Smack
shit.
Club is a beautiful party name. Smack Club.
Char and friends.
I like the
Somebody in chat, Phil is literally like Char and friends.
I'm a fan of Char and the Wyvern women. Yeah, that sounds sick.
Gang, gang.
Oh man, the gang.
Gang, gang. Oh. That got me.
We have some standards at some points, but we'll figure out where that line is.
We'll find out where they are.
Yeah, so that's the letter. The letter says Cal's gonna buy you a horse. You can bring some friends with you after lunch.
I'm sorry, I'm really distracted by this.
The chat is gold
I
today.
know, right? I gotta stop watching it.
Emu's clues! Lark and the Irresponsibles. There's some good ones here.
That sounds like a
These
band.
are great.
That
Like,
Lark
sounds
and
like
the Irresponsibles is a good name.
yeah. Like, shoot, chat. Y'all are really going.
They're coming for you.
Right?
Yeah.
That's coming
I'm
for
hurt.
blood.
I know. Right. I'm gonna like just scream at Moss and Char. Horses! I'm gonna hold the letter. Get a horse!
I took all the
We
potato
can't-
salad off.
We can't read it if you put it that close to our faces. Okay. What? Oh, finally. That took him long enough.
The horses are terrifying. I'm proud. I'm excited for you. So
I'm excited for me too.
what's the when are you gonna go get the horse?
Yeah.
After lunch or something. I don't know if you meant to put that.
Well, I mean,
Choo.
we can
You want us to go?
wrap
You,
this.
you want us?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay,
mean, let you know, horse
Horse, yeah.
discussions.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
You know?
Char, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes. I'm stuff in my teeth.
And he's like looking through his teeth. He's like fidgeting really bad. And like, there's nothing in there. He's cleaned himself off at this point.
Just stand by their fronts and not their back ends, and it'll be fine.
It's like I'm standing next to pillars, and I don't know which side is the front and back half the time. But I will do my best. I am excited more than I am
You know
excited
what?
for you.
You know what? I had never considered how much more terrifying horses would be. Like, yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Their hoof is the size of my torso. Well, does someone want to get the basket? I'm gonna wrap up the blanket then.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm just
Fair
suddenly
stuff.
realizing someone's definitely made stats for emus in D&D.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Emu mount.
Right?
If not, I'll make some. Shoot. My homebrew folder's already crazy enough.
They do pretty good damage. That's not bad. Emus are large birds up to 9 feet tall that weigh 150 pounds on average. They're herd animals that travel in enormous mobs consisting of at least 5,000 emus.
Yes.
Can you imagine seeing that come across the battlefield? Just like
It's slow-mo. It's like the camera is panned sideways over like one side. You have the camera dead center, and you see the first emu run across in slow-mo, but it's doing like the wacky jump where it's like excited and he's in the front of the pack. Then the rest appear from behind in slow-mo. The camera starts to shake. And you
yeah,
see
I imagine
emus.
it a little bit like that scene in Lord of the Rings with where the horses arrive, and Lark's on the front emu, the Shadowfax emu.
Or like you just see like their shadow as they crest the hill,
Yeah.
and then the line gets like wider and wider and wider, and then we'll use the
Yes. Beautiful. Oh,
Feathery
before I
death.
near the road runners. If we really want to go cartoonish.
Meep meep.
Meep.
I'm gonna just run this back really quick. But yeah, let's go get horse.
horse.
Horse? Okay. Do you need to bring anything for the horse, or are we just going?
You have to court
Do
a
you
horse. It's like
Do
Avatar.
we?
You have to He has to choose.
I don't know. I've never had a horse.
Apples. We'll get a whole big bag of and sugar cubes
And sugar cubes.
and carrots. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay, that sounds good. We will get that.
I mean, I
Moss
want
is
the
just
horses to like me, right?
yeah, we definitely do. Look, you're good with emus. You're probably amazing with horses. Like, you know, yeah.
Yeah. That's. Yeah. Okay. I'll just bring some treats just in case. Just in case. What if they don't like me? What if none of them like me?
It's fine. We're doing fine. You're doing great in animal handling class this semester. Like, it's gonna be fine. You're prepared. You're prepared. Have we gotten to the section about horses? Is our professor making us go through a whole bunch of weird animals first? Yes. But will you be fine? Yes.
The professor thinks emus are the ultimate mount. Played a lot of Final Fantasy and is just doing their best. Just like one day, the entire continent.
I'm back. You guys talking about the horse section of animal handling?
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
All right, you guys gather all your team, and oh my god, now that you guys are in animal handling, you're probably known as the emu crew.
I can take that. I also will say I had a
honestly.
good day with emus myself when we had
Yeah,
emu
we
stuff
did.
day one.
We all
Yeah.
did pretty well with emus except for Tansy. So like,
It's true.
the emu gang and Tansy.
So you follow the instructions that Cal gives after you've had your lunch, although I'm sure you're very excited all during the day, leading up, knowing it's coming. And you head towards the Great Hall, and you can see there's some like magic swirling on there's a pattern in the tiles, and you realize now that it's the basis of like a teleportation spell. It just needs to have magic put in it. So it seems like when people leave for vacation, if they have to go far away, you can activate this and send out people kind of en masse to different areas. So Cal is there. It's already glowing with energy. You know he probably couldn't do that on his own, so he probably had to ask somebody. But that's okay. He's standing there. He's happy. He's like, "What's up?" And he leans in and gives a little kiss on the cheek, even though she's hopping probably.
I'm gonna scream horses again.
Horses!
Oh,
It's aggressive.
As I am like
excitement.
Moss is behind her, like hauling all the snacks that Lark insisted on bringing the horses.
Oh,
Like,
that was loud.
do I still have the guard drake that I brought with us to the swamp in the stables here?
Yeah, your buddy?
My buddy Fumus?
You miss.
I still have what he looks like. I have the role. I was excited about him. I run over him and I go over to his little pen. I'm sure it's more like a cage because you got to keep him a little bit separate from the horses. And I go,
Yeah, there's like kind of different accommodations for draconic style mounts.
I run over and I take out a lot of the sliced meats. I'm like,
Here, bud. Hey, I missed you. Here's some good old sliced meats for you. And I'm gonna head back. Okay.
I just scurry back, and I don't even know if he like turns to look, but I run back.
So, horses.
I look up at Lark and Cal.
That's not how you say it. Horses.
Horses.
Better.
Should we be
Better.
yelling near the stables?
Better.
Does that scare the horses?
Yeah, it does. Well, except
Like,
for the
my
ones that were
animals
trained for
right
war,
now.
they seem to be doing fine. But
I'm sure most of these animals in here have heard and seen worse.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I
the
think
true
it's
reason why all our horses are janky, they're all ex-war horses.
They're retired.
I forget what it's called. It's got like some kind of weird name, like bulletproofing your horse. Is when you like train your horse to like not be scared of sounds.
Yeah, like you have to desensitize them.
Weird.
Otherwise, they're afraid of like weird things like a plastic bag in the wind rolling in front of you.
Me too. I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah. There's some kind of weird name you can give, but yeah, desensitizing your horses so they're less reactive is like a thing that you need in a battle horse. So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why war horses are more expensive. You know, they have to have some training.
Yeah.
Cal gives you the kiss on the cheek and says, so I would take that to mean you're excited.
Yes, it's horses. Everyone's excited. Look at them.
Is everyone else
Moss brought-
excited?
Char
Moss brought snacks.
Moss is happy for Lark, not necessarily excited.
Char is shaking visibly and staring off, like eyes wide around people, like focusing on things out in the nothingness that is anxiety.
Jeez, is Char okay?
He's terrified of
Yeah.
horses if there's a lot of them.
Oh, but you're gonna go anyways. That's
What?
true, friend.
I have nothing else to do today, and I am happy to support my friends.
You'll be fine, Char.
He has a very,
They're not-
very faint hum the entire time. Just,
I mean, this isn't wild horses. It's not a stampede. It's not a stampede, right?
No,
we're not, like-
this is,
Don't know if
like-
this is a really well-known
Actually-
horse farm.
Oh. Oh,
They're,
See?
they make some of the best, or breed some of the best horses. I've ordered some in the past. So yeah, I think it should be good.
Okay, that's good. Moss is just like, okay, we're getting horses.
All
We're
right.
getting a horse. We're not. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys can bring your money and try to buy like a pony.
No, I'm good.
I'm kidding. You have no money to buy a horse, but he's figuring you guys can like ride back. So he says, "All right, if you're ready to go," and he touches the ground, he like kicks it, and it activates, and you can all kind of step onto the platform and be teleported if that is what you prefer.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, who did you get to help you with this? Because it's really cool.
Oh, we have these set up usually just for when people need to go home for vacations. I had to get some help. The wizard professor owes me a favor, so
Was that one of the first year pranks? They just tell you have to go back on foot?
well, maybe that's a really mean prank, though. It's a really far
That's-
distance.
Why do you think a
That's
lot
what
of
I
people
heard.
stayed from break?
Is he okay?
Char. Poor Char.
We lost a war club because of me. There's horses, and now we could just fast travel. I'm having a day.
Char.
I got orange juice with me.
and I take out just a flask of
The
orange
work
juice.
club thing was not your fault.
I shouldn't have.
I think
compelled
especially
this.
after yours and Tanzu's win, everyone is just out to get us. So that's all.
I don't want to drag you into that, and I am sorry.
It is fine. I do not give a shit.
Okay. Horses.
Horses. You step onto the platform and you all teleport. You get a little surge of nausea as you travel, but it fades pretty quickly once you've kind of landed. And you find yourself just outside of this beautiful farm where it looks like they've got horses training. You can see that there are areas where they have kind of like closed off corrals for horses to train in, both indoor and outdoor. There's looks like a whole bunch of different stables, probably 3 separate stables for different horses. Ground's kind of dusty as you make your way up the path. You see 2 horses that peek their head over one of the fences to look at you. They're like, "Who's that?"
I'm so excited.
Lark,
Can we
you
feed
can't
them?
scream
Are we
in front
allowed
of the
to feed them?
horses, or they will hate
I'm
you.
not gonna scream. I'm not gonna
Don't
scream in front
scream.
of the horses.
Don't
I'm not
scream,
gonna
don't squeal. Like,
No,
you'll be fine.
no.
You'll be fine.
Calm.
We
Do
have
we-
to make sure that these are available horses because we don't want you getting emotionally attached to ones that
Great.
aren't.
Yeah. Like if they already have people, then yeah, I don't want to. But I still like them.
There's a loud whistle, and both the horses like shoot their heads up and look over, and they run towards this olderish man who's clearly like kind of trying to take care of them.
Human?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moss is like, how much do I dislike this person on immediate
Yeah.
sight?
It's his cowboy hat. Like, ma'am.
We're here for
Cal
horses.
gives a wave.
Horse.
I think that's one of the, and he's one of the people who helps out here. But we're looking for the owner, and he kind of like trails ahead. You head into one of the stables, and eventually you find your way kind of past all the horses, with Lark constantly being distracted. And you head towards kind of this office. As soon as he knocks and the door opens, he kind of like takes a second. Now he's about to walk in, and he's just like, wait. You feel free to. I guess you don't have to roll inside. He's going to tell you in a minute. And as you walk in, he greets the man who is behind the desk, who doesn't look all that much older than you guys. I need to get a name for him because I didn't think to bet one.
Gary.
Gary.
Timothy.
Timothy.
He goes by good old Tim Tam.
Timothy.
There's some who call me Tim.
Tim.
Favorite.
He's also
improvised.
human. And he and Cal start talking a little bit. I'm not going to go the whole back and forth because my throat hurts. But basically what it comes down to is that Cal was expecting to see this man's father, who has passed away in the last little while, and he has inherited the farm. So he kind of lays it out. We're here to pick out a horse for Lark. Like Lark vibrates in the spot. And he says, yeah, of course, you can, I'll bring out some loans for you to look at. So you head back out, and a slew of horses are presented to you. Is there anything you are looking for in a horse?
No. I think it's about the vibe. It has to be the vibe.
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the opposite chaos end, I'm also going to try to scare the shit out of the horses to narrow down the pool of the which ones don't get scared shitless for Lark.
Already like, what the fuck are you? Like, some of them are like, why do you have horns? What is this? All the people who run us are humans.
Yeah. So, Moss is going to try to scare the shit out of the horses, and the ones who don't get scared.
I'm also, as you're doing that, I think my initial reaction is to restore one of my spell slots to my channel divinity. I'm going to do that and cast speak with animals so I at least can understand what's going on.
Right, Lord.
any sort of communication barrier I will remove. That will make it
Cool.
Nice.
Speaking to
So
animals.
they bring out a few horses, and you guys start kind of looking them over. I don't know how we want to do this. Should I list some horses and then you can chat with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. How many horses are we talking?
Well, it depends on how long it takes you to pick one.
Fair enough.
I'll mediate if you
will-
want to just do back and forth conversation with a horse if you want to.
Okay.
but-
Let's get
If
some
I wanna
started, and
continue the
we'll go
horses.
from there. So the first thing, the stable hand who you saw earlier kind of asks, "What kind of horse are you looking for? What are you going to use it for?"
Riding. Like a big horse, one that can trample people if need be, which hopefully it won't come to
War
that.
horse.
Yeah, big horse.
He asks about basically, are you looking to go on long journeys that they need to have, kind of some bulkier aspects, or would you rather them more hunting focused so that they can be kind of more quick and agile? Do you want a con heavy horse or a dex heavy horse? Which stat? Here's a good question. Which your horse's
Both?
highest stat? You have to pick one. What's
Can't
its
have
highest
like
stat and what's its dumb stat? Go.
Wisdom.
It just walks on foxholes all the time. Shit, my leg!
We sent each other the same TikTok of that horse. Steven! I thought you were dead! It's like,
good horse.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. What's a very It's a very charismatic horse. Is that just like
Mr. Ed?
what
What would that do?
would a very
people want a pet? Like, do you want to walk into a town and people be like, oh, and
No.
down.
There are
and
also
nuzzle
horses
children.
like trained in like
no?
horse acrobatics and like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You don't want a gregarious horse.
And you want a gregarious horse that makes friends, or do you want to hate everyone but you?
No. Yes.
Okay,
Well,
so
not.
You really
Fine,
want a
that
cynic
is
of a horse.
You really want an emu like horse,
Emo
like you know.
Explain that to me. Like, I actually
Emo
want you have
Black
any
mane
horses
over
that
the
have an emu
face.
soul.
This is sounding like a sad boy horse to match my sad boy boyfriend.
Cal's like, what?
Sorry, no, I didn't say that out loud. In here.
I just thought it loudly.
No, not doesn't have to. No, not hate everybody, but I mean, I'd like to be their best friend if the horse is looking for a best friend. More like a partnership, really. So we can enjoy rides together. So preferably a horse that enjoys being ridden. Yeah, they don't have to be like overly friendly, but I prefer if they didn't bite everybody we walked past. I would go with strength over dexterity. Yeah.
Okay. So you want a strong horse that is looking for a friend. Okay.
A himbo
Okay.
horse?
A himborse.
A real stud bro, if you will.
A stud bro. What a nightmare. Oh.
You took us horse shopping. You should know that this would happen.
A horse named
Oh my god. Cher can probably pick out a corgi.
Brad.
I will ride a were-rat. It's a rodent of unusual size. It's fine. I'll just go through the fire swamps and.
So the first horse that is presented to you all is a bay horse. It looks a little bit like it's looking around a lot. Like its eyes are very like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's got like hazel eyes that are very intense. And Char, you're talking to horses. Do you say anything to it?
I look at it and I don't want to look it in the eyes. I'm just gonna say,
Oh, hey, bud, you look nervous. What's wrong?
It flares its nose and looks at you and is like, "You speak horse?
Well,
Oh my god, I have to tell everyone."
I don't speak horse. I magically speak to horses right now.
Oh,
It's limited, but I can do it once a day, possibly.
that's weird.
So it feels weird. I've done it with a fox before, and they're tricky. But what's bothering you? You look nervous.
We're all just kind of on edge lately.
I look over at Lark and Moss.
On edge, you say?
He like shakes the harness a bit and is like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And then like it's a little bit more antsy.
Hey, my friend Lark here is a big fan of horses and really loves horses. We're able to help with what's bothering, I think.
Are we around anybody besides Cal and the son of the original owner?
Yeah, it's basically
just
the
this small
son of
group?
the owner and Cal, and then the trainer guy is leading the horse.
Okay.
Hey, if we can something now. We don't need to worry about anything. Nothing's to worry about, right?
Insight on the horse.
Horse insight. This is what
Horse
I live for.
insight,
You know, this is
please.
what I put everything into insight
The
for.
help action, if I can.
Help me with the horse insight. That is a 17.
Okay. So the horse is kind of like obviously edgy. You notice that its eyes keep going towards Timothy. Like it looks over and then kind of looks away. And it seems like it's like kind of like sidestepping, like it's trying to like not be near him.
If this man has been abusing horses, he's about to get stabbed.
Can I really want to approach this horse.
Straight up murder.
So
Murder.
so Char really wants to approach this horse. But Char is very scared. He's gonna walk over to Lark and
Whisper.
whisper over.
The horse is actively avoiding Tim, I think they said his name was. I don't want to point him out. So I'm gonna be on edge about that. Just so you know, I might ask horses about some stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fine. Demi, did you ask? Is the horse? Is this a boy horse or a girl horse? Do we know what? Does it have a name? Like, have they been named already? I would like to, properly address the horse.
I look over at the horse and
Instead
I am
of calling
right
him horse.
I am right at the leg length of the horse, so I can tell you what gender is. No.
You look up and over.
I hate that.
This horse's name, if you ask the horse's name, or actually, you know what, the groomer will answer. The horse's name is Taz.
Taz. Horse friend, do you go by Taz?
Oh, yeah, yes, that's me. Hello, hi, I'm a horse. And it, like, moves its legs a bit.
That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun.
I can run really fast, and I don't bite anybody.
I'm translating just so you know.
So horse doesn't.
Tell him that he's very handsome and that we brought gifts to say thank you for spending your time with us today, and I will pass over an apple, or I have sugar cubes or carrots if he would prefer. Do you think, I mean, you ask him if maybe, I mean, I could probably get Cal to take Timothy for a walk. Maybe, a more personal interview would be more to Taz's liking.
We should go see if you can take Taz for a little trot around, and I'll join. I'll hang out too.
Yeah, we'll be fine as we can talk to him. It'll be fine.
Taz, do you like apples, carrots, or sugar cubes best?
Carrots.
Carrots?
You have carrots? It's like starts like nosing around, being like, "Where's the carrots at? Where's the carrots at?"
It's like a dog.
Of course, his dumb stat is intelligence. It's just like, "Where's the carrot?"
It's a himbo horse. We've already established that.
Taz the himbo horse.
Hey, carrot,
happily munches on the carrot. Like, oh, so good.
Say, Cal,
and I point at Lark.
Sorry,
no, Lark.
Cal, the Lark.
Cal's over there. Lark, Cal.
I'm gonna keep talking to Taz here.
I'm just gonna make small talk with Taz about like favorite grass, his fears, all that type of stuff.
Wait, am I
interview
supposed
of this
his
horse?
fears.
And I nodded
Am
over.
I supposed to be distracting Timothy?
No,
Is that the?
Tell
Cal to distract.
Tell Cal to distract.
Oh, yeah. I'll use a message then.
Sure. Cal like doesn't react audibly to you, but then he starts. You can tell he's bringing up money, And that seems to get Timothy's attention, and they kind of go in to look at the prices of the different horses. He kind of gives you like a quick nod before he heads out, but it's just you guys and the stable hands now. And of course, your good friend Taz, which is short for Razmataz, I just decided.
Razmataz, yo! Raz? Taz?
Razmataz.
We're gonna need to
he's
buy
like-
all the horses.
He's like,
Alright.
please, my father was Razmataz.
Call me Taze.
Call me Taze.
So feel free to talk to the horses if I'm talking in between. So in case you want to get that going, we look away and they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. So it's just you guys and the stable hand. The horse seems much less edgy around.
Mhm.
So what's causing the stress around the owner now? Is it?
You could let him know that if he's not looking for a new home or a new
No,
partner,
I'm looking for- Nobody likes it here anymore. He doesn't care about us. He only wants money, and he's really, really mean and strict.
Mean and strict.
Yeah, like the stables.
Moss is glad she sharpened her daggers.
The stable's clean, and I have food. But like when they line us, he's really mean with the crop and the whip, and he's just really mean.
Am I hearing this translation back and forth?
I'm
Immediately
Char is
inspecting the
translating it.
horse.
I am
Like,
I am
I'm
translating it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm inspecting the horse to figure out, like, how hurt is the horse?
Sure, animal handling. Or medicine. Actually, probably medicine. Horse medicine.
Horse medicine.
Roll me a horse medicine check.
Do you want me
A
to help
horse
you?
medicine check.
You can
Yes.
help each other, or you can both roll. It's up to you.
I have a +2 to medicine, so I can help you if you want.
Sure.
That might be
Sure.
better for us.
Yeah. Probably. 17.
Yeah, sorry, for a second I was like, oh yeah, Luna, does that succeed? I don't know why you would. Sorry,
Yeah.
sick
I got a
brain.
+6. So
So you look over the horse, and you can tell that like that sort of seems accurate. Like its shoes are clean. Like it seems like it's technically well kept, but it certainly is more kind of edgy. Probably pushed the limits of its like endurance more often. It doesn't look like it's been abused, but it doesn't look like it's having a good time either. You know?
it could, are all the horses treated like this, or
Mm-hmm.
some treated better, or some treated worse, or
Well, the ones that he thinks he can make more money off of. Sometimes we get sent to horse jail.
with a horse jail?
It's the one stable over there, and it kind of shakes his head. He says all of the rooms are closed off, so you can't talk to the other horses, and it's really lonely. I think there's only one horse in there right now.
Is this building look like it's newly built?
I'm gonna say yeah, probably newer.
Has that always been there? Has this always been horse jail?
No, not before he was in charge. He said that we have to learn to behave.
That's mean. Moss would like to sneak over to that building and give that horse all the treats.
Not
I mean,
all
you
of
guys
them.
Not
You
all
guys
of
are
them, but
welcome
like
here if you wanna
multiple
stealth your way
treats.
over.
I would like to stealth my way over, please.
The old man who's holding the horse's harness, who's been standing there as you guys talk, is like, I'll take Razmataz for a walk. They'll think you've gone for a ride while you take a look around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys can keep talking to Razmataz. I was just gonna.
I
Boo.
before you take Taz here, have you been working under the family for a while, sir?
My whole life, since I was a boy.
How are you feeling with the seemingly new ownership?
What is there to say about him?
Do you feel like you would be a better fit to run the place?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have any of them business sense. I just like being with the horses. Wouldn't know how to run a business, but I do what I can. I'm getting up there in years, though. Some of the new trainers, they're more his type than mine.
And he brought new employees in when he took over.
Said that we could make more money if more of the horses were, better equipped for battle. We could sell them to the government or some of the schools, maybe. And there's certainly been more people poking around, I'll say that.
So what are the training techniques like for these top tier horses? I mean, more so in your opinion, are they bit on the extreme side, or just solid discipline? Just curious.
I don't know why. None of it's been bad enough that I feel like anybody would listen to me. It's one of those things where you think maybe you're imagining it, but then you see the horses acting like this, stepping away. Some of them are stubborn. I mean, they're strong horses. They're strong creatures. And I'm more likely to spend more time with them, make a relationship with them, but that's not good business. Business, get them in, get them out.
Right. Okay.
Sharpening knives.
Yeah.
The answer is murder.
It's always murder. Should we talk to some more horses? Should we?
Well, we could go to the horse prison and talk to that horse.
Yeah, horse prison. Can you bring him an apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know? Does he know who's in there right now?
Yeah. I know. His name is. Hang on, I'm trying to pick one who it was.
Hank.
Just look up all the Animal Crossing animals' names.
Right.
So the horses' names.
This is a horse random generator, but some of them are really stupid.
His name is
like
Brutus.
Batty. Who's named a horse Batty?
His name is SS Red Dragon. That's from Rush Hour.
That's a very astute observation in the chat.
The horse that's in the horse prison, quote unquote, today. His name is Flash Flame.
Flash Flame.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Pokemon.
Named by a child.
Yeah. I mean, they figure the horses are going to rename. It's sort of like a shelter animal,
Yeah. His name is Decomposing Monster Truck. What? His name is Mr. Mister. I love that.
They just call him Flash. It's Flash.
It's cool.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
All right. Well, Taz, be safe. We'll try to make it better here for you. All right.
Sorry, I read the chat. The chat's just like, so basically the horses here are being treated like the Iskar students trained to fight harder for a war where they're gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I said, astute observation.
This is the 11th Academy. It's horse school.
Yeah.
Run by Timothy.
That's fucked.
Just fucked. Anyways, so yeah. Sorry, what did you ask? The chat.
No, be safe, and we'll try to make it better for you here. That's the big thing.
The stable hand kind of pats the horse on his chest. Is like, come on, let's go for a walk. And he like leads him off, and the horse clearly has to walk a little slower because this is like an older guy who clearly doesn't have a lot of mobility. Probably limiting his availability to help out and be present. So yeah, you guys head towards horse prison. Are you trying to be somewhat stealthy?
Moss was originally going to be stealthy, but
If there's windows, then yeah. Windows
There's
to
none
the...
there's none in the one that you're going towards, but there are in some of the other areas. Yeah, I'll say like if Moss wants to roll a stealth check for the group.
Oh, okay. Well, luckily I rolled earlier. So you said stealth, correct? So that'll be a 23.
The professor is much like the handler would like to spend more time with the students and develop relationships, but the war is more profitable. It's just a metaphor.
Oh, I'm a horse. I'm a horse.
I'm a horse.
I'm a horse.
I'm a horse.
I was a horse the whole time. Yeah, so that's enough. You guys head in. There's not seemingly that many people around right now. It seems like if anybody's doing stuff, they're probably in like maybe the private closed off area. There's still horses kind of out to field and they kind of look at you guys, but I assume you're not worried about stealthing from the horses.
No.
Yeah.
The horses are free to gossip about us. Go for it.
Oh, they are.
Unless one is a
they are.
legit narc, then we're not dealing with that today.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No narc
Yeah,
horse.
there's a few dark horses.
Mhm.
As always, a few horses who've internalized their abuse and, you know, are like, this is what we deserve, and yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, so you head inside the stable. It is indeed, it's pretty dark. There's like basically the equivalent of like fluorescent lights in here, you know, kind of through the middle. As said, there's no like they're completely closed off, so there's no area to kind of peek in. And there's about 6 little stalls that are encased. Only one of them is closed though. There's only one horse in here right now, so you know where it is.
Is the door locked?
No. Everyone who works here is working here. There is like a little slide thing for them to put food stuff in, so you can slide it open without, you know.
I mean, I'm not worried about being attacked by the horse.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You open the door, and a gray horse, like almost like lunges out. And Char, you hear immediately like, "Fuck you! I'll kill you all! Where are you, fucking
Flash!
asshole?"
Flash, wait!
Char's just gonna like just walk
Yeah,
backwards.
Char, let's do an animal handling at disadvantage because you're afraid.
Well, I also have speak with animals going too. So should
That's
I?
true. He's still gonna talk
That-
to you regardless.
Okay.
This is just whether or not you're holding your ground without being like,
Take
"Ah!"
a bardic inspiration, Char.
I'll try. That's a good start. That was not a good end on that. 12.
With the bardic?
That was a 6 and a 6.
Oh, good thing you got that bard's inspiration, eh?
Yeah.
What's your
Wisdom.
what will be the save for this? I'm like
Wisdom
trying to
save?
look.
If it's
save.
frightening, it's usually like wisdom,
There you go.
which is 0.
It's a 0. So yeah, let's see if you beat a save there.
It's-
You are startled. Can you withstand the fear?
I do have a +2 for some reason to my wisdom save.
Oh, good. Nice.
22.
You're terrified. You're terrified.
No, 22. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then you hold it together.
Okay.
Like you're still scared, but
Okay.
you've got it. You got this.
Okay.
Horse is like, fuck you, I'm gonna step on your toes. I'm gonna kick you right in your Who are you?
So Taz told us that there was someone in here being unfairly treated, and we brought an apple, but a horse who steps on my toes doesn't get an apple. I
Oh,
joke.
you-
Go ahead, Moss.
It devours the apple.
I
Munching
bring
away.
another. I put a carrot instead. Do you want a carrot too, or do you rather have another apple?
Another apple.
Another apple,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, you said Taz told you about me?
Yeah.
You here to let us out?
Here to figure out what's going on without causing too much of an uproar so far. That's what we would hope.
Gotta
we can
cause
do.
an uproar. This is a prison, man. I'm a prison horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
This horse is Moss.
This isn't right.
Do you see my size compared to everyone else's?
Yeah.
There's only so much that I can do.
Oh.
We're doing
Well,
everything. we can.
You have big horns. Can you do more because you're bigger?
Not really.
Fine. If you let me go, I'll just run away again.
Is that why you're here in the first place?
Try to run
Yeah,
away.
they don't want you to run away.
That makes sense. Huh. Well,
I need more apples though to build up my stamina. And he like looks pointedly at you.
Hands another apple.
Yes.
Moss isn't going to stop this horse from running away. It can choose whatever it wants to try to do.
They're all assholes. Everyone who's here, they all just want things from us. I'm an animal. I have feelings. It's like starting to like pace up and down the like inside. Like it hasn't
Well,
left
not-
yet. It's still talking. but
Not
it's kind of
everyone.
ranting.
You know the old man that is nice to you guys doesn't feel that way.
Oh, they don't let him near me anymore. Or any of the older horses. Ones who know what's going on. They're bringing in new ones who think this is the way it's supposed to be. But I know the truth. It's got like the eye twitch.
what's the truth?
And I look at the rest of the team.
The truth is that we're pawns. We're all pawns for this war. Do you know about the war?
Where?
Moss met this horse before.
Yeah, Moss is this horse, which is why I'm just
think
dying.
I've
of
met
laughter.
this before.
I really wish I could cast Speak with Animals on somebody else. So I'd be
So
like,
you could all get the
You can
delivery.
just take this.
Oh goodness.
We're kind of pawns at the school, so I mean, we understand the position to a degree.
School, like we have here.
Similar, different topics gone over and different things being, structured the way they are is different, but somewhat similar.
Do they whip you to make you run faster too?
I'm sure there's actually some teachers who will do that, but no, that's unethical.
They try to crush your spirit in other ways. Some of them.
Oh, Lark.
Unbelievable. I thought this was a horse problem. You're telling me you guys have this too?
Well, Lark over here, what happened in survival class?
Well, for learning purposes, they tried to drown us, and start fires with our own hair. And we're currently in the process of working on crawling out of being buried alive, but it's educational.
Nobody needs an education like that. You should run away too. We can all run away together. Listen. I'm a leader of these horses, okay? If we all run away together, you can have a herd of us, like 40 horses. Come, right? Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Moss is gonna buy a horse today.
Moss is not gonna buy a horse today.
Moss is gonna get a horse today.
Get your apples and let's go.
Moss is not gonna get a horse today.
Well,
I don't know if I can turn off Speak with Animals, so if I speak, if they just understand me, I'm gonna double check that.
Obviously, you guys can like go and whisper to each other. Like it's kind of ranting, you know?
Yeah.
I think we opened up a big can of worms, or a big stable of horse here.
Lots of hay.
I'm scared, and I want to leave.
Okay.
What do we do?
We can scare the crap out of the new owner into not being an asshole.
We would beat him up and do that, though. That'd be, I feel like, the fastest way to do so. Although
That's
also
the
pretty
fastest way
unethical.
to do it, but also I feel like that's also the fastest way to like, maybe fuck up Cal's relationship with this horse breeding farm. So like, not that I really care about that, honestly, but
Lark, do you still have your message going?
Yeah.
Can you ask him how much he cares about his relationship with this farm?
can we ask Cal to beat up this guy for?
I feel like, can you imagine, like, Cal's like, I'm gonna go with my girlfriend a horse. And they're like, can you get rid of him for a bit? And he's like, oh, okay, maybe they just want to chat. And then just like, hey, how much do you want this guy to live? And he's like, what?
That's exactly what we're doing.
What are you talking about?
Can you cast power word beat his ass?
No, I don't have that much magic. I can actually beat his ass.
Will
Pick
you?
a weapon and I'll smack him.
So, Lark, are you gonna send the message or not? Or am I?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
What message you send to Cal?
Just out of curiosity, no need to panic yet. How friendly would you like to remain with these people after we leave?
After a moment, he says, well, this kid's a twerp, but this is a well-respected farm, so you can't just do whatever you think you're gonna do. Basically just warns you, like, this place has a reputation, right? This is a well-known breeding farm. People are gonna come here. Just that's his thought, but he clearly doesn't like this guy either.
But he's being mean to the horses. There's a horse jail.
I'm sorry, a horse jail?
Yeah, like a box with no windows and it's smelly.
One moment, and you feel the connection cut off, and you get the sense that he is going to be asking about the horse jail.
Yeah.
He's got that disciplinarian tone in his voice that makes you be a little like, ooh, baby.
That real. I'm gonna go real daddy mode here. Excuse me.
Mr. Flash, I think we're working on a good solution
Hopefully.
that works for everybody, including.
You want me to kick him to death? I'll do it.
I won't look.
Look at this. Watch me. Cha, cha, and he starts like kicking with his
I
back. like,
also won't
going
look.
up.
I will say that they are more likely to kill you because they will deem you a dangerous creature.
We're playing.
It is
And I'm
hard to
not
get
sure if materdom is kind of the move today.
Yeah, we're in a weird horse politics place that I didn't think I would be in when I said I was gonna come visit horses. I am rightfully terrified of horses, right? Because you're big and strong, and
I'm very strong. He like effectively horse flexes.
He just goes.
Ooh, ooh, mm.
I turn. Why is he so vascular?
You're sure they're not feeding you steroids? Like that's
Maybe. I don't know what they feed me. Not enough apples. That's what I know.
hands another apple.
Yes.
Hey. So we'll be back.
What do you mean you'll be back? You're not gonna be back in there, are you?
No, we need to go around. We need to figure out what's going on, and we
I'll
don't
come
want
with you.
I look over to you two.
I can be very sneaky. It's like a giant gray horse.
You know what? We can. You know what? They'll let us keep talking to him if they think we're browsing.
Then they'll know that we broke him out of horse jail.
They didn't say that we couldn't break him out of horse jail. To
They
be
didn't say
fair,
that we could break him out of horse jail. I think that's
they
kind
said
of
that we could look
implied.
around. They didn't say that we could not do. They did not give us a this is the things you cannot do.
instructions were unclear,
We're unclear.
and we're students. Oops, we're rascals. We just did it.
You're gonna get Cal in
Okay.
trouble for bringing you guys here.
Are there any like I don't know horse riding equipment, but is there anything that like we can
Saddles.
like saddles or like headgear we can
Right.
give to the horse so we can walk him around on a horse leash?
All I can
A bit.
so much.
Do
Yeah.
you consent
All I
to
can
us
imagine
putting
is
a
a horse
lead on
wearing,
you
like,
just for
braces.
now so that people don't freak out?
I mean, whatever we end up calling this group, just know that in her head, Lark will be referring to this group as Lark and the Irresponsibles.
So there is indeed horse equipment in general. I would say in this area there are only kind of two. There's no saddles. You can still ride bareback if you want. There are some bridles, is the horse thing you're talking about. And then there are there's like clips that you can attach to it. There's a couple harnesses that don't go in their mouth, and then there's like some like bridles that go straight up, like metal.
It's a halter. A
Yeah.
halter doesn't have a
Yeah,
It's
the halter
just,
doesn't
like,
have the stabby
cord.
part.
The bit.
The bridle does.
bit.
Yeah, the bit.
Well, if one
Do,
of you
do
want
you
to...
consent so that people don't get weirded out when we walk with you?
I could do what?
If you don't, do you consent to us putting this on you just so that people don't freak out?
Not the
That
one
you're
that
out.
hurts.
Yeah, not the one. This one is shitty. I know. but-
Right.
Yeah.
It like lowers its head towards you, so you guys can.
I make
I
sure
think-
that it's not too tight. Like I do all the nice things as you can get.
Are there any other horses that might have some more information that we can talk to?
Oh yeah, I can tell. I can show you everybody. I have all the connections. You know.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see?
Who
Well,
do you think we should see first?
yeah.
Oh, who should you go see?
I mean, there's no hurt horses here, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know
'Cause
what?
if anybody's hurt, I'm a pretty good healer and I could help them.
We could talk. Oh, you know who we should go talk to? We should go talk to the elder horse. His name is Pineapple Cake.
Pineapple cake?
Yeah. Yeah, he's seen a lot in his time. Yeah. He was injured when he was young, but he's a great breeder, so lots of the horses here, he's their dad, so he's been through a lot. Yeah.
I want to say, as you said, the elder horse, I thought of like lightning striking in the background, but they said pineapple cake. I was like, no, it strikes there. Pineapple cake.
The elder horse.
Please. And I please hope that this horse is like the most like intimidating looking horse to ever exist.
Right?
Scar down the eye. Hey guys, how's it going?
Wait, does that mean all the horses in his generation are like named like, you know how they do litters are named after like dessert?
There are definitely some that are, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm
very
gonna
much.
send another message to Cal, just saying, I know you're busy. You might want to keep Tim in there. We might have broken the horse out of horse jail, and we're going to talk to Pineapple Cake, the elder horse.
Yeah,
Poor
come on,
man.
I'll show you.
Why does lightning not flash for flash?
Who doesn't have thaumaturgy? We need someone with thaumaturgy.
Only if we need a cleric.
Flash sees through the veil between worlds. Flash is a rebel at heart.
Flash is
An
aether.
instigator.
Ugh.
But not the elder horse. Too young and idealistic, you know?
I guess so.
Oh god.
Well, you
I have
guys.
prestidigitation. I can make like a shower of sparks.
Oh, make me sparkle. I love that the chat's just coming up with all the names for the generation of horses that follow this. Like
Yes.
pineapple cake.
There has to be
Death by chocolate's a good name for a war horse.
creme brulee.
Yeah.
Blueberry,
Creme brulee.
blueberry cold cheesecake.
Pop rocks.
Rocks. Okay, so assuming you guys are like, actually not assuming you're okay with it, the horse is just gonna start walking. So whoever's holding the
No, we're
lead.
fine with it.
So
fine
the
with it.
horse is gonna try to be stealthy, as it does, in its horse skills. It's doing better than you think it might. It's kind of looking around corners and then like kind of like trot to the next kind of area. It's very comical. You just see the group kind of run alongside this big gray horse.
Amazing.
And you head into one of the other barns. And as soon as you do, Char, you just hear like a cacophony of chatter. Like they're all talking. And then you hear just like, Flash! Hey, Flash is back! Hey! He like goes over and he's like nuzzling all of the other horses. And
Important question. Is he nuzzling another specific mare, especially extra? Important question.
no,
Does he have a horse
nobody in
girlfriend or a
particular.
horse boyfriend?
No
Okay.
horse romance.
Like a horse flirt.
Yeah, a horse flirt.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
going around and doing so. And everyone's kind of chatting, asking questions about horse jail, who's with you. It's just like a cacophony of like everybody's talking at once.
I'm also very short, and so I think I'm like hiding in between Lark and Moss, more or less, just like
Protect me.
They're all just asking Flash stuff. Hey, Flash, where can we find pineapple cake?
You're looking for pineapple cake? Comes like a deep voice from just kind of to the side. And you see this badass looking chestnut horse. It's got like it doesn't have a facial scar, but it has like a line of like crack, like it looks like it's got a crack.
Oh, just in like the pattern.
Yeah, just the pattern kind of looks like it has a scar.
It's pretty cool.
It's a
Pretty
cow
cool.
horse.
An old bull.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's warm in here. What can we do? There's so many horses.
Poor Char.
Char, you're fine. Everyone here is not out to get you. Okay.
Yeah. What do we want to ask again? Who's Timothy? Why is Timothy in my head right now? Where's that name coming from?
We're
We're gonna
looking
ask
to learn
about your experiences with Timothy
Oh,
in the change in management, I guess.
Oh, yes. Well, certainly did no favors for us, the horse folk. He doesn't understand the ways of our people. And it's caused some difficulty. I'm sure if you spoke with Flash, he expressed some of his concerns.
and Taz.
Oh, Taz. Razzmatazz.
Wait, are you Razzmataz's dad?
No, but I loved his mare. She was beautiful.
This is better than the fox.
We did so deeply with animals.
This is so great.
I could have given you a horse instead of a fox or a bear. Goodness.
Oh, I wish I could give reverse inspiration, or do you have any inspiration?
You can.
You can give the NPC's inspiration. Just do it.
Oh god.
I love this man.
Oh goodness. We're dying. It's not me that needs a post-it note today.
Oh, apparently, eh?
Okay.
Oh, God.
So we're kind of looking into some of the, the allegations of neglect and what's been going on.
Well, it's not right, Timothy's father, he was a good man, cared about animals, wanted us to be prepared for the lives we've had ahead, but no, it's like Timothy just has a checklist, what's gonna get me the most money, we all have. He sits there and he's got a book that says how much all of us are worth.
That might be more normal than not in this business type of thing. we're in a business, which I don't like the idea of lives being sold back and forth for business.
But his father, he was different. He wanted to find the right horse for the right person, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Spend time. They'd hang out in the fields with us, you know? Horses went places they belonged. You know, now it's just whoever can pay the most.
I feel like the only thing we could do is total anarchy, coup d'etat, plan a coup.
That's the only thing we can
I
do.
can't think of
I'm
anything
pretty
else.
sure
I
there are.
Perception
Okay,
check.
I have a very wonderful idea. Moss is like laughing internally as she is putting this forward because she's curious to see if her party will go for it because she knows it's stupid. Okay, what if we make Timothy think his dad is haunting him and scare the shit out of him into treating the horse nicer?
Mind game. Lark and Moss, you guys can roll perception checks.
And how do we plan a continuous haunt?
It doesn't need to be continuous. It just has to be enough to scare him now.
Well, hopefully it sticks.
13.
Oh, you said I'm doing perception?
Yes.
Where's my... Oh, of course. I'm not used to having a second monitor yet.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Whose dream is
I'm
it?
16.
Alrighty. So you're chatting and he says, I don't know, he grew up here. And he thinks somebody who grew up with horses would learn to love them, you know? I've
Was
loved
he
a lot of
always
horses
like
in my
this?
day, and I just don't know, he just doesn't have the gumption for it.
Good word.
Thank you. It's my word of the day, horse calendar.
In the stables, I just see like it's like scratch and you can't read anything. It's just like a hoof dragging on a wall.
Mark.
Yeah, it's just like one of the horses just like drags a stick in the dirt every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
End of the day. Piebald.
Gumption.
Protect your core.
It was a rainy day yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it can't be his only son, was it? Or his only child?
Well, he had a daughter, but she left. She went to some magic place where they help you learn magic.
A school?
Maybe school. That sounds right.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Iskar Academy?
Yes, you know of it.
Well, what's her name?
Is there anybody?
You don't know her. You don't know
Okay,
her yet.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Don't worry. Her name is.
Oh no, I got to a website name generator.
Her name is Vivian.
There you go.
I did it!
Well, I don't know any Vivians, and I don't know many humans. So, Well, we're actually from that school. We're from Iskar Academy.
You should. So you're trying to get away too, then?
That's a long conversation.
As that said, you hear Flash just be like, "Yeah, for the people, run!" And you notice that he has started to unlatch all of the doors in the stable. There are now 6 other horses that are out of their stalls. So there's 7 horses now, plus the one in stall you're talking to.
Is there any way to close the barn itself?
Yeah, like there's doors you can dry closed.
I immediately like. We should.
Okay.
Let's
Guys,
kick
I
him!
admire
Kick
I
him!
admire the willingness to start a revolution, a revolt. Trust me, I sincerely do, as someone who plans multiple and different scenarios every day.
Yeah.
Except currently, right now, I want you to think of all the things that you will be affecting that would need to be planned for ahead. You don't just plan, you just don't start revolting. You plan one, okay? Because otherwise it's not effective.
The elder horse says, "We've talked about this, Flash. You know we have to have a plan. I know you love those carrots, and we just can't find those anywhere.
Well,
But we have allies now, allies who can stand beside us. For horse freedom!" And then they all like start like stomping their feet.
So I think we will put a pin in the current revolt, just because we are exploring other options. And if the time comes for a revolt, you have my, like, not that you need my permission or my support, but you know. But I think would you like it if the if Timothy's sister became the owner instead?
I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone worse than Timothy to run this place. There's the old stable hand. He'd be helpful. I don't know if there's a way to get Vivian back. She was a good kid. She used to do tricks. She'd stand on my back and we'd trot.
I mean, we are certainly planning on having a very serious conversation with Timothy about what's going on here.
I'm gonna cast a message like very stealthily so that only Lark and and Char can get and hear what I'm saying, like very like I'm coughing. We can forge a will.
Tarsi has so many connections. Tansy has so many connections.
I turn my head slowly and I just go,
That's a felony.
I don't want to go to people prison. Okay. This got out of hand really fast. Really fast. I just want to buy a horse. Okay. All right.
Maybe.
Okay.
But you want to buy a horse from an ethical place, a horse that likes you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so maybe we just, have a conversation with Timothy. Maybe he can see the error of his ways, and we can keep coming back and checking with the horses and making sure that he's not fucking it up. I'm just saying, as a first step before we go to forgery felonies and horse rebellions.
If we have a mean to make him step
Moss is
down,
like, boo.
if we can get Timothy to step down, and we can get Vivian in charge here. I know she's a student still. We can have the old stable hand. He's not much for
Run
business.
it in her stead.
He can care for the horses, and she could do the business if she doesn't want to. She could be taking up a lot of work doing that while also being a student. But after her
she
time,
can be the owner and put people in charge that get horses.
and that could get her out of having to do military stuff afterwards. If this is already like a military contracted stable, wild. This is an arms dealer or hooves dealer. Might as well. That's probably excusable.
Dealer is the technical term. Yeah.
Thank you, Elder Horse.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm Char Scree, paladin of Sol, the Sky Dragon, and these are my companions. This is Lark Reeve, an expert in healing, and this is Moss, no last name Moss, who is a talented performer and sneaker. well, not like a shoot, like sneaky, but all around a good group of people I'm happy to be with, and we're hoping we can make things right here too.
I'm sorry, you two-leggeds always have the funniest names. Continue.
That was all our names. We're I think we have something in the works. In the meantime,
I look back over at Lark.
anything back from Cal yet?
I don't know. Maybe to give up? I don't know. I'll send him another message.
Like, use a message to Callie. He's like, oh, I killed him accidentally. Sorry.
Shit.
One way to get Vivian in charge of the place. Just say it. Just say.
Maybe we go and check him. Check on him.
Yeah, let's go check on him.
I'm gonna when we head out.
Am I convinced that the horses are not going to do a rebellion right now? Like, have we?
Well, you haven't convinced them. You haven't convinced them at all. You have to like try to persuade them to hold back.
I
Feel free to try to give them give them a little speech and a persuasion check that will convince them. The longer you try to convince them not to do something, the harder it's going to be. So if you're like,
but I already gave the excuse that it's only effective with planning. I already did this, Mel. Like,
yeah, but okay. So that's your argument. So roll for it, and then we'll add that on.
That's Moss's argument. They can make the other ones, but Moss's is just like,
we could just close the gates to this
persuasion.
Yeah.
So that is a 24. Just to persuade some horses.
So, you are not entirely sure that Flash is going to listen.
You know what? That's fair.
Are
the rest of the horses listening, or is it like
they seem sort of torn between listening to their elder and to this kind of young revolutionary?
Flash, why don't you come with us, so that we can have a conversation with Timothy? And Moss is like, that stops them from getting ideas from the younger horse because he's away with us. Let the revolt doesn't start.
I kind of see why he was in horse jail.
Yeah, he's a revolutionary. Like,
he's a fire starter.
That's why he's called Flash. He's Fire Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Would you like to come with us? Because it feels like there needs to be a horse representative for this conversation. Like,
oh, you want to have like a horse voting to see who they elect as their speaker? Speaker for the horses?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, actually, if you want to use that as like a thing, like, okay, we're gonna go do something. You guys elect like a leader, and then we'll take you to see Timothy. That will work. That will ease the tension a bit. So now instead of focusing on kicking Timothy to death, Flash is trying to like basically convince everybody else to be like put him in, the seat of power.
I hope Lark isn't gonna end up getting to get a horse after this.
Am I getting a fucking horse today?
You're gonna buy a fucking horse.
Damn it.
Do you know the horse you want to get?
Have you been like taught, like, we're like, you're keeping an eye on horses here, like you have all the horses around us right now.
Yeah,
perfect time.
So okay, you convinced all of the horses that are out of their stalls to hang out here for a little bit. They're gonna figure out who's gonna speak for them to Timothy. You guys can go do something else if you would like. For the moment, they are contained.
I'm also gonna close the doors to the stable as they're,
Yeah, you're like, oh, just so that no one notices you're talking.
Shut the door. So Lark,
has Cal answered you? How's Cal doing?
I'm gonna go back and check on Cal.
Let's go back to the into the
just in
office.
case people are being stabbed. Let's just
you head back to the office area where you kind of know Cal went. You remember kind of checking out this area when you came in, so you remember what it looks like. As soon as you open the door to the area, you hear raised voices, like the two of them are arguing.
Can I take a minute to listen? Oh, no,
Yeah.
they're saying.
You're like,
He doesn't usually argue with people. He normally would have just stabbed them by now. And people don't argue as much when they're bleeding out. So I hear. Anyway.
That's the kind of thing Flash would agree with in a second.
Yes.
This one gets it.
Yeah, I want to have a listen, see if I can hear what they're arguing about.
Yep. Perception. See how much you get.
oh, I don't hear shit. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Not
You
till 20.
know they're fighting though.
26 in total.
Duality.
Roll 20.
Oh. Yeah, so basically Cal is like saying like, this isn't how your father did things, he'd be ashamed the way you're running things. And this guy's like, oh, I didn't know you were a professor of animal handling all of a sudden. Like, I thought you were doing a performance, so why don't you just walk out? Like, there's very pointed attacks. Like the kinds of things you would not expect someone to say at Cal, who is clearly a competent warrior. And this guy is not.
Could we potentially like record this conversation and give him bad press?
I don't know what kind of I don't have recording information, do you?
I don't think we do.
Like, do we have anything that could potentially?
I have no more spells, and I
No.
don't have equipment that could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's some high-tech gear.
Yeah.
true.
Cal could probably blackmail him. He's pretty well connected. And if he starts telling all the other teachers what's going on, and he starts telling all the other schools...
Do we just need to go tell our animal handling professor?
Oh my god. Blacklisted Iskar, word spreads, business ruined. Horses get to put down, though.
No, you won't just put down
Jesus.
horses. That's money.
It is money, but if no one wants to buy from him,
True.
it just is an added cost.
That you can tell that like sort of their conversation is indeed going in that direction. Like it's like, you have a reputation here. If you aren't, providing horses that are well equipped emotionally to face the world, then they aren't really going to be good horses, are they? And they're sort of arguing over like
Can I give Cal a bardic inspiration, like to convincing this man?
you want to just give Cal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say just don't waste it, because this guy is just like he doesn't even necessarily believe what he's saying anymore. He just doesn't want to be wrong, He can't be reasoned with. He's just a little dipshit.
I wish I could make him kneel again. Make him kneel.
You can.
I don't have the
Scroll
spells.
in and compel a duel. Compel a duel. Compel a duel.
If today's Sunday and it's War Club Day, I've probably used my spell slots at this point. I had
Like
to...
everybody's hold them off for 8 hours. I'll be back.
He'll be back. What was our what? That's an important question. What was our War Club challenge? Just so I know whether or not I have spell slots.
It was like a race to get to something.
I probably have my spell.
There was a
slot.
little bit of friendly fire, but whether or not your character did friendly fire is up to you.
I don't have any spells that would have been helpful for that, so I probably have all my slots, but none of my. I can make him think he's going crazy.
I'm gonna say at this point, probably Cal like throws open the office door to storm out. How close are you guys to the office door? Like, are you right there?
5
Well,
feet.
Moss already can't hear shit, so she's like leaning back, just chilling.
We're probably like within like 5-10 feet of the door. I would assume so.
Okay, so yeah, the door swings open and you see Cal. He looks very upset. It takes a second when he sees you guys to register, and then you can see like some of that like anger recedes, and he's like, walk with me. And you you head out of the office area, and he says, what did you find out?
The horses really want to start a revolt. We have them on pause because now we convince them to potentially elect someone to be their representative in a conversation with Timothy. you know, and they're also locked in the building so that they don't start a revolt right now.
Would you put them back in horse jail?
No.
No, like in the other
We need our own horse jail. It was more communal.
Yeah, and they can actually see.
with windows. They're fine. And you know, basically the guy's being an asshole to the horses, and all of them don't like it. Lots of using of the crop, which wasn't a thing before. Stuff of the like. Yeah.
They're treating the animals like products more than anything else, and that's the name of business, which is why capitalism ultimately fails in the long run, because those who are subject to it are ultimately the product being sold. So, I mean, the horses are I feel like give them a week and we'd see Tim Tam get trampled to death in a local newspaper. Not from what we've told them, but what
Really?
they've told us.
Well, I have to be careful about that. I mean, if any of the horses were responsible for it, they'd probably put them down.
Yeah.
No,
I tried to tell them that.
well, if they're willing to fight for freedom, maybe one of them is willing to die for it.
Well, Timothy has a sister that used to be here as well that goes to Iskar.
Does he?
What was her name? Vivian?
I don't know her. We can certainly look into it, but will that resolve the situation here for long enough?
I don't know. If we find that she wants to take over after her time at Iskar, or she can put off her time at Iskar, or whatever it may be, removing Timothy
Technically,
from
the
power.
stable supplies stuff for the government too, so that could be her mandatory contribution.
Mandatory sentencing.
It's true. With enough referrals, enough professors who are willing to say that it would be a good position for her, that might work.
How long would it take to get that organized?
She'd still have to finish her education. I don't know what year she's in. Do you have any sense how long she's been there?
Did we get any sense
We
of
can
time?
ask the horses again.
Did we get any sense of time from Pineapple Cake?
The other horse.
When...
Pineapple Cake didn't give you a time span, but it did say like, oh, it's been a while. Like,
Okay.
seemed to think it.
So she might be like second or third year, or possibly already out. Well, no. If she
She already died on the war front. No, she didn't. She didn't.
We know.
So,
We know the stable hand cares for the horses more than anything else, and is reluctant to do the harder work. Is not a fan of the new hires. But
No,
he's not a
nor am
mind for
I.
business. Yeah, and he's not one for a mind for business, so he wouldn't be able to run it, but he would be a good lead for at least the trainer. So it's tough middle ground to meet here, because the horses want complete change. They want to go back.
they don't like Timothy. They just don't want Timothy in the picture.
Understandable.
I guess you got two options then. One is to go back to the school and try to find this Vivienne and see if she can eventually take over, which has its own issues, or we do some war crimes.
War crime?
But kill a man unarmed.
Why has everybody leaped to the murder? Why don't we just, we could just threaten him with murder. We don't actually have to murder him.
Oh, good point. Smart, babe. And he kisses your forehead.
We
Are
can
we sure
have-
Cal is in a himbo?
we can make sure that he brings
He's a
Vivian
fighter.
back. Maybe.
No, that's a good middle ground. If we threaten him for long enough and then bring back his sister to bring in the old ways, that could work.
Let her run the merchandising, him run the sales, more or less.
Yeah, and if we come back in, a week and things haven't improved, then you can take like a finger, but like we don't have to jump all the way to murder.
That's a lot too.
One
Oh,
finger
Has to
Yeah,
be
not a baby
healable.
one.
Remember, that's the rule
No,
in this
I-
group. It has
well-
to be healable.
No, it needs to be moral. And
I'm gonna be honest. If I punch that man, he's gonna die.
well, if you punch him where?
That's not me. I'm just saying I'm strong enough. He will.
If he's sitting,
saying-
just give him a mean Charlie horse. Just as hard as you can into his thigh. That's not gonna kill him. Well, the shock might, but...
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
so
pretty
we're-
sure if I stab him, he's also dying.
Will Lark be walking out of here with a horse today?
I feel like we can get at least one of these horses out of this situation today.
Did you find one you liked? He asks, like. Did you find one you liked?
I was kind of busy trying to quell a horse rebellion. It wasn't the best, process for interviewing potential companions. It was very chaotic.
It sounds like you met some real rabble rousers.
Yeah.
To be fair, her best friend is Moss. Like, she would probably go for
You always attract that.
Get the freak.
So is our plan to threaten Timothy with murder and then take that back to the horse rebellion, or check with the horse rebellion before we threaten to murder Timothy?
What I'm worried about here is if we check with the horse rebellion, they are very impatient at this point. So we might only have that one chance before they're like, fuck this rebellion now.
Well, I mean, if they're the possibility of setting them all free today isn't really a possibility.
Well, it
So
is.
what
It's just...
also, I mean, I don't know how easy it is. I mean, I'm sort of thinking about, like, if I just, like, were to, like, my dog, if I were just to release him into the wild, like, he wouldn't make it.
No.
Like, these have
These
been,
horses
like,
would not make it.
barn horses. They're not wild
No,
horses.
these are like bred horses that for like generations have been here.
Bread.
Yeah, like, were they gonna, like...
I know.
I
I'm
just
really
don't
sick
think it's
right
as
now.
easy as, like,
I
releasing
think we need to get
them.
Vivian back in charge. Cal, if you would do us a favor, making sure she gets all the recommendations she needs, or working on that because we don't know how that works. And we tell the horses that Vivian will be back and to hold out till then.
But they're still gonna want change
I know.
in between
So-
now and then.
And then we threaten Timothy to not be an asshole till his sister comes back.
Stable hand
Okay,
takes
so
over training of not just the horses but the staff.
Yes.
Well, where's the stable hand? I want to make sure he's okay with that. Did we
Okay
ever
with
get his
this,
name?
yeah.
No, you never asked. You got all the horses' names.
His name is Jim.
He was just taking Razmataz for a walk. So if you guys head out of the stable, like out of the office,
Can I
area,
like scare the
yeah.
shit out of this man and cast a message?
Like you can see him walking up the road. He's he's an older guy, so he's not walking too quick. But yeah, you can send a message to him.
Hey, we would like to talk to you again if you feel so inclined. We have a potential plan here.
You see that he kind of looks around to see if he can see where you guys are, and when he does, he starts making his way over. It's a little painfully slow.
Should we
You
just
see even
meet him halfway?
Razmataz is a little bit like, oh my god.
Should we just meet him halfway? I feel like we should just meet him halfway. Come on.
yeah, you meet him and he says, oh, any luck?
So here's the plan.
Also, he does not know that we're planning this. He's
There's a
just
plan, is there?
A plan?
Here's what we're gonna hopefully suggest. The horses want to escape or mutiny Timothy. They want to escape from or mutiny and kill, trample, back kick Timothy, who's in charge.
They did. And he looks at Razmataz and he's like, I didn't know it was that bad. And he like gently strokes. Like he's clearly upset. But like the horses are that worried.
We want to establish again the family to keep going. We found out that there was a Vivian who had previously been part of the family who's at the school we attend. We're gonna see if we can have her take the place, or at least oversee the caring of the horses.
Oh, she's so good with animals. It really was a loss for all of us when
When did
she
she?
was the one gifted.
When did she? When did she leave?
Oh, would have been 2.5 years ago now.
All
A
right.
year and a half.
Good to know. And so we were thinking of asking if you would be in charge of not the business side, but the caring of the horses and the training of the staff. I know he brought new people in, but if you can take over, you know what a horse needs. You have the experience. If you take that charge, and we make it so Timothy only does numbers, only processes stuff.
I'd love that if you would agree to it. Of course, yeah.
There won't be a choice for him.
Oh. Yes.
We are very convincing.
I can absolutely. I mean, it'll be less time with the horses, but more time making sure that they're safe. So, I can do that. Yes.
So
Razmataz, do you think everyone would get on board with this plan?
Well, if you could convince our elder horse, I don't know if he's radiant, you know, he just draws everyone to him. It's just,
Is this a bard horse? Can I like I kind of think you should get the elder horse. Like
Bard horse.
I don't know if have you met the pineapple cake?
we have.
So you know. So if he agrees, then most people will agree. There are the people who follow Flash. He's a little bit crazy. Razmataz leans into Char and like around his ear.
He has a big heart, and he will do things for a lot bigger causes than I think a lot of other horses would. That's okay. It sounds like we have a plan. Is that all good with everybody? How do we want to approach talking to Timothy? Do we walk in there with our weapons drawn and like you sit your ass down, fool? And
Yeah,
Cal
like
says-
who should be the actually sir, what's your name?
Oh, Sean. Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
Sean, thank you. Sorry, we should have gotten that earlier. Our apologies.
Oh no, same way I get the horse's name first every time.
Sean, you may want to just take Razmataz for a walk, aka give him like immunity from knowing what the fuck we're planning. For another walk, as we discuss who is the best front person to talk to Timothy and make sure that things get sorted out.
All right. Yeah.
Giving him deniability that he did not hear that we are blackmailing this.
Yeah. Razmataz says, "Oh, can you ask him if he'll just ride me this time? I just."
Razmataz
So
politely
slow.
requests if you would ride him instead. He
Oh.
would like,
Oh, of course, friend. And he like pats the horse on the shoulder, and the horse is like, "Oh my god." All right, yeah, I'll go for a walk, and Sean and
Give the man-
Razmataz head off.
give the man
Majestic.
deniability.
Is it fair to put this on you, Professor Cal?
Oh, I'll threaten him. Absolutely, no problem there. I've got that.
Oh,
handled.
Okay.
okay,
so-
great.
Can you handle horses?
Yeah.
You give him the ultimatum, and we'll tell the horses what's going on.
You figured out how charismatic we all are.
No, one of you more than others.
What are my stats?
I'll see you after I threaten a horse master, and he heads off.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Like you see him like take out a dagger and like spin it between his fingers. and
creamy.
Damn.
I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta learn how to
You
do
mean you don't know how to do this?
I just throw it.
No.
Flies
Like
up
sticks
lands like a foot
Sticks in
ahead
the
of you.
ceiling.
It didn't even stick in this. It landed hilt up. Like it didn't even stick.
It's like blunt force into the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have much time left on this speak with animals that is maybe kind of broken for today's game.
Looks at the camera, winks.
Let's go and figure out the horse dilemma. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
And hopefully, let's find a horse that you can just take, because I don't think you need to buy a horse today. You just take a horse. I think you've earned that. They've earned that.
No horse theft.
No theft.
Well, a horse that wants
Grand
to
Theft
go.
horse.
with us, obviously.
Grand Theft Equine.
Equine.
Oh.
I really need to Photoshop that.
All right, so yeah, you head back into the stable. They're all kind of hanging out, chatting, flicking their tails. Hey, it's Apple Girl and the other girls. Says Flash.
I am male.
Oh, and he like ducks his head down like he's looking. He's like, it's hard to tell with
I'm
clothes
wearing
on.
pants.
Yeah, if you don't hang your genitals out, how am I supposed to know?
It's a courtesy to others that don't want to see it.
I've never thought about that.
Did we just force horse pants?
Now
I'm
you
just
can-
imagining horse tutus, like just enough to cover like that.
Oh my god, horse tutus!
Those actually probably exist out there.
So
But
cute.
They definitely do. That's why I said it.
for Hollywood.
Felony friends.
So,
So what are we doing?
me, you, I can who?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I don't have any scissors or.
I grab a rock
No,
off
you
the
don't
ground.
have. Okay. You can talk. It saves less time going back and forth because you're the one with the.
Just tell him it's a two-step plan. We're implementing new people, and we're also threatening the life of Timothy, who hopefully will be gone, and then eventually we'll bring back his sister.
In like a year and a, or half year.
About a year and a half at the longest. Hopefully she doesn't fail her classes. So here's the plan.
I also start dragging my hoof in the ground to like map out the plan, like a full
So,
whiteboard moment.
Should we just do a montage of you guys
Yes.
explaining the plan to
Yes.
horses?
Yeah. You got familiar faces coming back and under new old management. Also, we don't want you guys to get killed, so we don't want you to revolt and get lost in the woods and die, or to kill somebody and be put down, so we're gonna do everything to, we're forcing our strong hand on Timothy's fucking throat. Because that guy is not fit to care for anybody, let alone you guys, who deserve the utmost care and respect.
They all
The whole
start-
plan.
They all start like kicking the ground. They're like, yeah,
hoof.
yeah.
Instead of who, they go hoof, hoof. That's my
Hoof,
joke
hoof.
of the day.
Does that sound okay?
Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Your buddies are all
Bardic
helping you.
inspo. Bardic
Bardic
inspo.
inspiration.
I need that.
You not have good
inspiration.
persuasion?
I mean, it's okay. It's +5.
Oh, that's
so
not bad. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
16 with
Mhm.
another 6 on the inspiration.
Yeah.
That was, so it's a total of 16. 5 + 5 + 6.
You do indeed convince the horses to stand down for the moment. They do have a caveat. They would like one of you to visit every few weeks to check in on him. They
Okay.
don't trust him to maintain the standards. But they want you guys to continue and give them updates, and they want to know specifically, like they want a message from Vivian.
Okay.
that she's
Maybe
coming
we can
back.
get Vivian to come visit.
Yep, they're fine with that. That would work too. So that's their
Also,
that's
I
their
realized
their
an
only
issue in
caveat
our
is
plan that
they'll-
we didn't ask Vivian if she wanted this, but
She's making the assumption that she doesn't want to go to war.
yeah, I think that's a fair
She
assumption.
probably misses her horses, too.
Yeah, like
Is she-
she's
is
fine
she-
with it.
Is she in our animal handling class?
Is she? I feel like we would know her, or
Huh.
not.
Maybe
She's
not.
not a first year.
Oh, is
She's
she the
only
one
been
who
in
almost got
class for a couple weeks
trampled
at
with the
this point,
emu?
right?
Is that what happened? Is she the one who almost got trampled by the emus because she was treating them like horses?
I think that's a rumor every year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we can get that contract going. I think.
Yeah.
Does that
Sounds
oh,
good. Thank you for your time. And we're glad we were able to find something for you guys.
Pineapple Cake says, "Let us seal our bargain with sugar cubes."
Cubes.
Absolutely.
They also expect you to eat some sugar cubes. Like that's
Oh,
it's
I'm
like a
fine with
toast.
that.
Oh, easy.
You're like, come on, eat.
I don't have the same saliva as everybody, so it doesn't break down that normally.
Aww. Char's trying.
Moss is having no issues with this. Just like,
It's so good, but still, it's grainy.
All right. Well, you assume Cal's done his thing. Lark, do you want to look around in any of the other stalls and talk to any of the other horses? Is anyone striking your eye as the
No.
horses are having their celebration?
could
Now's your
we
chance.
ask the elder horse who he would recommend? Like have a chat with the elder horse and have elder horse make a potential matching.
That does also
Lark, what would you like?
Yeah, what would you like to do, Lark?
See, now I'm like, maybe I should wait and kind of see them when they're at their best. This was a very emotionally turbulent day. I don't want to like now does it feel wrong to like just take one of them home right now? Like it feels wrong,
Oh.
doesn't it? Like, and especially like if some of them are more sensitive. I don't know.
Well, if you
I feel
come
really
to visit
bad
every
now.
few weeks, you can see. But then, you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna also still be going in and out.
So maybe like,
Because business is still gonna be happening.
yeah, but maybe, I don't know, in the next visit they'll be maybe happier to like the point. I don't want like a horse. Just like I think they're all really just desperate to get out of here right now, right? Like
Yeah.
Do we need to like do like
it feels like
date sheets, like
coercive.
personality
It
tests?
feels coercive,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it
You know
does.
what I mean?
I kind of like this as like an opportunity that every time we need a horse, you have a very close emotional connection to another horse if it's you're just going through them.
Yeah.
But goodness, having your own horse was the goal, and here we are.
It's okay.
You know what? Why don't
we
you just
did-
chat around and see how you feel? If you feel the same after chatting around, then yeah, we'll wait.
Okay. I'll go for a wander. I know for sure Lark's gonna look for like she wants the trauma horse. Where's that one? Where's the one that's quiet?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The drama horse.
Sad boy horse.
I have to post about the different pictures of the horses because the chat is like, what do these horses look like?
Show me the horse.
Which is it?
Razzmatazz is a handsome horse, honestly.
Razzmatazz is noble. Also, Flash.
Yeah, like honestly, if me as a player already doesn't have a perfect steed in mind for Moss, she would have gotten Razzmatazz.
Flash looks like he is a bastard in a really good way.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a good way to describe a horse. Yeah, this horse looks like a bastard.
he's a sexy bad boy.
He looks like a sexy bad boy. I realized also two of the horses that are already in the stables in canon at Iskar are Pancake and Waffle, which are definitely two of Pineapple Cake's children.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Delightful. Who knew? Was it
I wrote
me?
pancake, didn't I?
Maybe. I think you
you
wrote.
did.
Was it
wrote
Pancake? You had
Waffle.
the sloped rear.
Yeah.
I remember that game because I took more notes about the horse than I did about anything else that happened.
Yeah. As we should.
Detailed notes about the horse and little to nothing else.
Can't fault
Find out all the details about the breeding of horses.
Yeah. And that's it.
All right, so you're looking for a trauma horse, eh?
Well, I don't want because, like, okay, yeah. So if I'm gonna look, it's not gonna be one of the ones that's like at the front shouting loud, like, you know, the ones that will already be able to like speak out and show themselves off. So I'm looking for the like, yeah.
Do you have a style or kind of horse in mind?
You mean looks or personality?
Looks.
Looks. Big horse.
Mm-hmm.
Big horse. I don't really think I'm picking on color. Black, white, one color, like a one solid color horse, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at pictures of horses, and this horse is dressed up like a little gentleman. Look at this
Did you
little
look up horses
gentleman
and
horse.
tutus yet?
A distinguished gentleman.
Look at him, he's a gentleman. He's a little gentleman.
He's gonna go
Little
solve a
gentleman.
mystery.
Give him like the croquet, like the
Hat.
whatever the heck you call the stick that you play in croquet. That's
The
looks
mallet.
like he's about to go
The
golfing
mallet.
or play croquet. The
I don't
mallet.
know.
I don't know.
Shit.
Oh my god, I love it.
I do need a pair of pants that are just wide open in
He's
the
even got
crotch,
a
though.
tie
This is what happens when Char gives them all a complex about being naked. Start a clothing brand for horses.
But they didn't even get the point. Their crotches are still exposed.
Oh.
Look, they have to poop, okay? They're
The
horses.
same.
I can't believe they cut little holes for his ears in the hat. I love it so much.
Art.
Anyways, adorably, one of the people in the chat is like, how much would Flash Fire cost? I want to buy him. So, you know. So there you go. We're doing like one of those things where, you know, when you do like events and then they like get the animals adopted.
It's a horse
Adoption
job fair.
events.
Yeah.
We're doing a job fair for horses.
An adopt-a-thon.
Sorry, a job fair for horses is such a funny concept. A job fair for
For horses. There's different disciplines. Some of them are war horses, some are riding. They're all over the place. So Lark, you see a couple horses that stand out. One of them that stands out is it's a beautiful kind of solid black horse, like shiny and pretty. But it also looks like a little bit unkempt, like not like abused unkempt, but like I don't want you to pet me. Like they're like not being brushed quite as much as maybe it was before. So there's still that shininess, but like the legs and stuff and like the places where dirt collect isn't quite as clean. It was one of the ones that the stall door was opened for it, and it's peeking its way out, but it's not entirely out of the stall.
Okay, I'm gonna take Char with me because I can't talk to the horse, but I'm gonna have apples and carrots and sugar cubes. I'll go over slowly. Like, Char, tell him I say hi, and that my name is Lark, and it's nice to meet him.
Hey, friend. We're the guests of honor today. This is Lark.
Lark's gonna curtsy.
She's a wonderful being, and she was actually looking to get to know you, and because we did come here for a reason initially. Are you feeling all right? You good to talk?
Yes, I can speak.
Well,
Are you saying he? All horses are he's to me. They're all he's. Don't know, just the pronoun that comes out of my mouth when I'm talking about horses.
I know it's like a ship and like she, right?
Yeah, cars, also girls. Anyway,
well, let's start with something pretty easy.
You said this horse's name is Midnight, right? I see
This
it
is
in the chat.
Midnight.
Midnight.
Put
Is
a
it?
picture of Midnight up.
Are you a fan of apples, carrots, or sugar cubes, or any combination?
Oh, I've never really had much of any of them. I don't know.
yeah, I'll hold out an apple and then
It like puts its head forward to eat it, sniff, and then like it like tries to eat it all in one bite. Like it doesn't quite know how to eat it, so it like grabs it and it's like, and then it drops it again in your hand and like starts to eat bits of it out.
Cut the apple. Cut the apple for it. if you want to cut the apple for me.
Okay, yeah, I will cut the apple
Yeah.
into two halves.
Oh, thank you. And it like reaches down and like, ow, kind of like hangs out. It's a little bit of a messy eater.
Me too.
That's
And
an
I'll
apple, sweet and juicy.
and then I'll hold out a carrot.
Be careful. It's like you have to bite through a finger.
Oh, that's not a finger though, right?
No,
Like,
no.
full-
No, it's a vegetable. It is nutritious.
Okay. It's a little bit like grass.
Yeah, a little bit like grass.
Earthy. And then sugar cubes. These are really popular today, so might be your favorite.
It actually it's already had a sugar cube because it was doing the cheers with you guys.
In the
But it
toast.
does take
In the
another one.
toast.
It does take another sugar cube and says, makes me want to run.
Yeah, sugar will do that. So I kind of came here today to look for like a horse partner. So I wasn't sure if you, because I was going to ask if you were looking for a person partner.
Yeah, I got sold here from another horse farm up north. So it's pretty warm here. I'm not used to it being so warm.
It's so hot all the time. All the
Really?
time.
I think I may have to cut my hair. You can
I
tell
think-
like also that its fur is just like it doesn't have enough like all the winter fur is still caught on it. It's probably not helping.
Braids are really nice too. If you don't want to cut your hair, if you can get someone to put it in braids, it helps kind of the breeze and stuff get through.
What are braids?
It's like this, and she'll like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I mean, you do it nicer than that, but you
It,
know,
like-
if you do like
Midnight comes over and like snuffles near your hair, like looking. Is like, I don't know anybody who can do that.
it's not really hard. It's
But I don't have fingers.
this yeah, that's true. But you know, but you can do a lot of things that that I can't do,
Like
which is
what?
why I was kind of looking for a partner, so someone that I can do things for that they can't do, and someone that we can do things together.
I'm really strong and fast.
I'm not very strong and I'm not very fast. I'm not even a very good runner, if I'm honest. But I mean, I like going out and walking and stuff. I like beaches. I really like food. I eat a lot. I'm usually pretty quiet too, so I don't know if you like walking or sitting or reading or
I don't know how to read either. And like seems very concerned about the number of things. Like I don't know how to braid. I don't know how to read.
oh my god. That's okay. I could, if there's types of books that you like, I could show them to you and read with you to you if you like stories or music. I can play the piano and I sing okay if you like music.
I like music.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I like walking in the forest when the birds are singing.
Me too. I like all the other animals there too. The little like squirrels and yeah. So
One time a cat slept on my bum.
it was that. Did you?
It was cute.
That's so nice. Did you just stand still the whole time the cat was asleep?
Mm-hmm. I didn't
The cat
want to
was
wake
sleeping.
it up.
It must have been really warm.
It had long fur. And it was orange. He said his name was Fox.
That cat. Oh. Yeah. That cat told you it was a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
It lived in a house with people. That's how it had people food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fox is the ultimate scam artist.
It's also
The lore of this fox is so deep.
it's ever reaching. It is everything. It's a mystery.
It's the final boss.
Someone's
That's
got probably
Cardamon.
more.
Cardamon is the fox.
That'd be fun. Okay.
It's not the worst thing.
Foxamon.
Yeah. Well, we talked to, Timothy, and things are going to start to improve around here. So I'm sure you heard Char talking about some of the changes.
Hi.
But I mean, we're kind of planning, I think, on coming back here in, a week or so, so if you want to kind of, think it over, if maybe you'd want to come be my horse partner, but you don't have to decide right now. Like, I'll be back. Or if you want to come and give like a trial horse partnership, and then if you want to come back, we can always bring you back. Like, it's
What's it like where you live?
well, I live at a school, and the stables are really nice. And there's a couple other horses that live in there too. But they're clean, and there's lots of hay, and there's lots of places to run and eat grass and lay down in the fields. There's lots of forests nearby. If you want to go for walks in the forest and hear the birds, there's always plenty of food and snacks, like apples and carrots and sugar cubes and all sorts of other kinds of vegetables every day.
You ever have to train with the lead line? With the whip?
No, it's not really about training or changing at all. It's just more like friends,
Okay. I could be a friend.
Yeah, and like I said, if you wanted to try, and if you change your mind, then there's always, there's other people there. If you meet other people that you'd rather be friends with, or if you'd rather come back here, though, that yeah, so
Okay. So I can leave now?
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really know many other horses here because I haven't been here very long.
Making friends is hard. I know that, but it's not impossible. And there's really nice horses at Iskar, and really nice people too. And I know other people sneak in there and feed the other horses, so there'll be people coming in all the time.
Okay.
Nice people. So you know Char and Moss, and they're my friends. I have a couple other friends, and we just have to go pick up my last friend, who's hopefully finished his work.
Okay. It like kind of tentatively steps out of its stall, and when no one stops it, it kind of like walks alongside you. You don't have like a halter or anything like that, just kind of sticking near you.
Is there anything around here that you want me to take with me? Like, do you have like a favorite brush, or like a favorite blanket, or like a, I don't know.
We don't give anybody blankets here, but
Oh.
no.
Live
No.
and look.
Wait,
I
don't
make
have
lots of
anything
blankets.
really.
wait. I have. I couldn't run all the way back to the room. I kept the quilt with me.
and I throw the
Blanket.
quilt over.
The picnic blanket.
Yeah.
Isn't he hot? Like,
Yeah, he's like,
this is the-
this is nice, but he's like actually like, why am I sweating?
You look nervous. Do you want me to take that off?
No, I like it. And it like reaches back with its mouth and like pulls the blanket off, and then it's like carrying the blanket in its mouth. Like it's like, I'm gonna take this with me. It was a gift.
Yeah, okay. I accept that.
Cool. Yeah. You head out of the stable. Some of the other horses are like, bye, but there's no kind of, nobody really cares that much.
No big camaraderie.
Flash says, Viva la revolution when you leave.
Power to the horses.
Hoof,
Power to the
hoof,
horses.
hoof.
Yeah, and we head out. Cal is standing outside of the office area, looking self-satisfied. She says, okay, you found a horse.
Yeah. Midnight. Midnight. This is Callan. Callan, this is Midnight. My new horse friend.
Nice to meet you, horse friend. I honestly didn't think you'd be able to find one today with all the revolution. Clearly shouldn't underestimate you.
Obviously.
I'm taking another horse here as well, just for myself. So yeah, we can pair up, super horse, and head back.
More horse friends.
Sure.
Isn't that exciting?
Say,
Who's riding with Cal?
If he took Flash, I swear to God.
Please tell
Horse
me he
fire
took Flash.
starter.
I will laugh so hard.
Didn't take
Because I'm just
Flash.
imagining him
fire
having to
starter.
deal with Flash.
I like the in the server, it's just like me, like, here's an asshole bad boy horse who's playing a revolution overflow stable owners with a stable as a metaphor for Iskar. My character has no animal skills but does have speak with animals. I need to make this horse and make him my friend. Don't you worry, Flash is coming to campus. New Flash on campus.
I can't believe that Midnight's gonna be back stuck with Flash.
Stuck with Flash forever.
Please.
Rip.
Professor, I'm not too much weight. I can sit on the back of whatever horse you take. I'll let the girls have the girl horses. Well, that's Midnight. What's the horse you're getting? I can still talk to him right now. I think I have a few minutes.
He is going to get our Sen's horse from the last campaign, which is a beautiful pure white horse named Jules.
You look.
Arsene 2.0 confirmed.
Arsene 2.0.
He's like, I just really like this horse, and also rapiers.
This horse.
That's a totally normal thing to have in common.
Jules,
Dudes liking rapiers, common.
Yeah, it's true.
Jules, did you happen to? You look like you've lived a whole life.
Yeah, I party.
Well, shit.
End of episode.
We're going to get down.
Well, damn. See, Cal, what did you end up doing?
Oh, he was a little wimp once I made it clear that this is not going to happen anymore. I'm sure he'll cause some trouble for us down the line, but who cares?
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can't just threaten people and get away with it, but, like, what's he gonna do?
I think it'll be ultimately in everyone's best favor, including the horses. Speaking of, the horses had some specific requests for this plan too. So someone's gonna need to be coming by here a bunch, and they're gonna want to hear from Vivian as soon as possible. So that's fun. We'll figure that out. But hey,
Let's head home.
Yeah.
And you get on your horses, Midnight and Jules, and ride off into the night, having helped the horse rebellion.
Did not see that coming. Gotta be
Yeah.
honest.
I was not
You
expecting
gave me
that.
the plot hook.
Didn't see the horse rebellion.
You gave us a nervous horse, and I had
Do we
to.
level up because of the horse rebellion? Just asking.
I'm sorry for the whole speak with animals thing. That kind of.
No, that's why you have speak with animals.
Yeah,
you can talk to
That's the point of it.
That
Yeah.
is. Changed the whole aspect. God damn
Yeah.
it.
It's less fun when everybody has the same spells, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
yeah,
Goodness. What a day. What a Wednesday.
Well done, friends.
we did it.
Did it.
Save the horses.
Okay. We will continue next time. We'll have to introduce Sarah to our new horse friend, and also the dark deal you made with the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. And if you
I feel
don't
like we should
fulfill
get a
it,
+1 bonus to horse animal handling after this.
it's like, I want a bonus for the horse rebellion.
Yes.
Wait, you're doing animal handling this semester. You're gonna get a great bonus. But for now, let's wrap it up. So thanks everybody for joining us. If you missed our episode, you can check out on YouTube or if you get your podcasts, Ian posts those, and it's a lot of work I don't have to do, and I really appreciate it. You can follow us on social media, and you can check out the server where you can play in the same world. As I said, if you want to adopt one of the horses, you can do that. But as always, we'll be back next week, Wednesday, 6:30 EST, and we'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.